All right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to a Saturday stream. We've got some work that we're going to be doing in our city here, getting some trees built up. Could say trees planted, but we're not really planting any trees. We're growing or letting them grow, or we're technically building them. So that's the plan for today. We've got 27 trees that I've sort of laid out where I want to put them. And that's a good amount of trees to be adding in. We've got a few things that we're going to be doing as well, talking through a few things as we're doing the building. We've got a few people in the chat as well. Sunburn Relics in the chat. Hello, welcome. Glad you're here and super excited to be streaming on this Saturday afternoon, or Saturday afternoon for me. Hopefully everyone else has been having a pretty good weekend so far. It's really warm where I am. So I've been spending a lot of time inside and not so much time outside today, as much as possible, staying out of the heat. We've got, well, actually, you know what? We need to switch out a few things here. We're going to put this back in. We're going to take this out, flip our tools around so that way we're good to go. Make sure, oh wait, and we got to get a few things out of here. So these are all of the materials that we're going to be using. Get those together. I've collected up everything. So we've got a bunch of birch leaves, a bunch of spruce leaves. We've got some mud brick walls, spruce fences, and some spruce logs. So those are all of the things that we're going to need for the trees that, whoa, messing up. And what we're going to, oh my goodness. What happened here? I wonder if I just forgot to put that in. We're missing a dark oak shelf. All right, we're gonna have to fix that. Hello, Danny. Welcome. Glad you could make it. So I've laid out where we're going to be putting in our trees. So you can see all of these stripped spruce logs. Those are the locations for some trees. We're going to be also doing some trees over here along this side. The ones that have just one block, they're going to be smaller trees. The ones with two are going to be larger trees. And we've got a whole bunch that we're going to be doing all along this border to our central park area. And so we've got trees all along here that we're doing. We've got a tree that I want to put in right here. Is there a zombie in here? Did I just hear a zombie? I think I did just hear a zombie. Let's see. Well, maybe if I break... Nope. Break the right block. No, look at who's here. Oh, and you took the block. I need the block back. Let's go ahead. Put a torch in there. All right. Yeah, so we've got a tree here. There's also going to be a tree that I want to put in over in this courtyard right here. So we'll have a tree to fill this space. We eventually need to get the courtyard built up in this. This has been something that's been sitting around for a little while. And then we've got a few trees right on this corner here that I think would be just a nice way to finish it off. So that's the plan for what we're going to be building. Do more streams at this time? Okay, yeah. I will be trying to do more streams at this time. I definitely like doing streams at these times. A lot of times the reason why I can't is because I've got other things happening, but the goal is to get more streams at this time. So we're going to lay out here. These are our blocks. The trees that we're going to be building are ones that we've built in other spots. So you can see them right here. We're going to be putting in all of these trees. These are the designs that we're going to be using. And I really like those trees. So they are all over this city. And we're going to be putting in even more. Let's sleep before it gets to be night here. Yeah. So we're gonna get these built. Let's grab our birch leaves out. We're going to need quite a few birch leaves. We're going to need even more spruce leaves. There we go. Good, good. Oh, there's 3. Make sure we have enough room for all of our short boxes. All right. So I think what we'll do is we're going to start all the way down. I provide a world download for free, or is it pay for Patreon members? So for the full world download, it is available on Patreon. Individual builds are available through Discord, and there's no charge for being able to have access to the Discord, so you can get access to the Discord. And I've got a number of builds available there. We've got the central mob farm that we have here. That's available. Cactus farm is available. That build that you can just see the dome of over there, that one's available. I think I did this one here. And I did the big storage room building too. This one here. So this one and this one are available. The iron farm is available. That one is available. That one's available. The statues are available. So a lot of them individual builds are available, but for the full world, that is through Patreon. All right. So what we're doing today, we need... Now, one thing that normally when I'm building, well, I don't usually use, I should say, let's get up here. Can we make that jump? We should be able to make that jump. There. Well, we can make the jump. My coordination this afternoon, not great. Could be better. Anyways, what I was going to say is that usually when we're building on streams, I will just be building sort of freeform. But today for our trees, we're going to be using schematics for these trees because these are trees that I've designed previously, and I want to keep the design consistent across all of them. So we're going to be using our trees here, which actually there's a world download available where you can get all of these trees that I use. I designed them. It's probably been about a year ago or so that I designed them, and I did that to be able to have just easy access to trees, because custom trees are nice, but trying to come up with them on the spot can be a challenge at some point. So we're going to go through and we're just gonna not place in torches there. Place in our leaves. And I wanted to have just a nice relaxing stream today. Nothing too crazy as we go through and get our trees built up. Wanted to also be able to have some time to talk about some upcoming developments that may be relevant to the channel. All good developments, I think, that will allow me to probably be able to do streams at not only the usual times on Mondays and Wednesdays, but potentially add in an afternoon stream on Friday. So we're going to be covering some of those things today as we put in our trees. Get them built up. Oh, that. Yeah, so let me get hotbar figured out here. We need to have everything situated. With these trees, they're very dense. They use a lot of leaves. But the reason I designed these with the birch leaves, not only because I think that the birch, or I see birch, these are spruce leaves. But the reason why I use the spruce leaves is there is a savanna biome that runs through that corner right there. You can sort of see where the grass is a little different color. And so spruce leaves and birch leaves aren't impacted. They don't change colors in the savanna biome. We're done with that. And so all of these, that's another reason why I use these trees and these leaves for these trees, is to be able to not have them turn into sort of the orangish brown color that oak leaves or some of the other ones have when they're in the savanna biome. So yeah, this week we didn't have any streams. Normally I do streams Monday nights and Wednesday nights. We didn't do those streams this week because I've had just many things happening this month, outside of being able to work on videos and streams. And the reason for that is because I've been in the process of switching. Azalea leaves add a really nice green pop in savanna. Yeah, azalea trees are good. Azalea leaves are good for that. Is it afternoon for you right now? Yes, it's afternoon for me right now. Mid-afternoon, early afternoon. But anyway, as I was saying, so I've been in the process of changing my day job, and that change is going to be going into effect after this coming week. So the good news about that is that my new job is going to be a lot more flexible on the time and when I'll be able to work. And so that means that I will have, or actually, well, one, it's more flexible, and two, it's less time consuming. So I will not be spending as much time doing that as my old job, which then means that I can do afternoon streams instead of only being able to do night streams at night, or late evening streams. We're jumping around a little bit because I want to do the big trees first, and then we'll come back through and do all of the little trees. All right. We'll get our schematic over here. We're going to rotate it around. Hey, Solly, welcome. What is my job? Well, my current job, I'm currently an attorney, but my new job is not going to be that. It's going to be something else. And so because it's going to be, wait a minute. Yeah. And because it's going to be something else, I will not have a time commitment that that's currently required. So that also means that I will likely not have things pop up in the middle of the week disrupting the schedule. So the schedule should be a lot more consistent. And I also am planning on getting to a point where I can do want to be able to get to where I can release a video a week, as opposed to currently, which is a little bit more sporadic. It'll probably take me closer till the end of the year before I hit that. But by the end of the year, I want to start getting about one video per week. But for August, it'll probably be every other week. And then September, I might be able to start getting it a weekly video. So we should start seeing a lot quicker release schedule and more consistent release schedule. So that is sort of the goal here. As we work on these things. Yes, it is. Yeah. It's also very time consuming. It's a very full-time job. So the goal is the one thing about working with birch and spruce leaves is that in this schematic, they look very similar to each other. It's hard to tell which ones are which. So I'm relying on the pick block tool to be able to switch between the two. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be less stressful. It seems like it'll be less stressful. once I, yeah. It'll also be fewer hours, which is nice. So probably for this week, this coming week, this will be, I will probably not do streams on Monday or yeah, I probably won't be able to do this coming week a stream on Monday or Wednesday as I sort of wrap up the old job. But then I will do, starting the following week, we'll be back to our usual Monday, Wednesday stream times, and then I'll add the Friday stream too. Yeah, the energy levels have been a little bit, could be, or not quite as, where did my tree go? Why is it not moving? Okay, well, I'm gonna just reload it. Yeah, there's been that, I mean, I would say getting everything finished up and wrapped up over last week. That was why we didn't have streams this week. I was pretty busy with that, and so it can be exhausting at times. All right, thanks for stopping by, Danny. We'll see you next time. All right. So all of our little... Now, I think I didn't rotate this one, which we may have wanted to do, but that one we did rotate, so they shouldn't look too similar next to each other. All right. There we go. I think between our stream where we were going through adding in the details to our builds and around just like the little fun things, banners and signs and all that, and then adding in these trees, we've also got some other plants that I want to add in, do flowers and some hedges and bushes and things like that. But we've got a lot of these types of projects that we can do to where it's going to be really adding to the city. So I think a lot of the videos will be focused on putting in the builds, and then for the streams we'll be focusing more on the little things that can help make it feel like a lived-in city, which has been something that it's needed. You can also see over there some new roads that are coming in. That's the next project. Upcoming spoilers. been slowly chipping away at that project as well. Got a lot of roads, and we could take a look at it before the end of the stream. Kind of preview what to expect. I'm in the process of collecting up all of the materials for it, which surprisingly required quite a bit. I was not expecting it to need as much as it did, but we're going to be adding in a bunch more of these buildings that we have around here, sort of the residential buildings. And I think it's going to be in total about, I think it's 21 buildings that are going to get added in. So, pretty exciting stuff. Really expanding our city. All right. Consider adding straw. Yep, we can definitely take I've not thought about adding straw statues. That would be something to think about. We can take a look at the lake. Yep. We'll do a fly around the city. Look at all of our projects. All right, let's do 2 rotations here. And slide it over. Just kind of build up the layers. Our straw statue, is that a straw statue's a mod or something else? Oh no, got a leaf there. No, add-on doesn't affect the game, but she had customizable statues. Oh, I see. Interesting. Might have to look into that. I've got so many projects that I really want to do with the city that have been sort of not necessarily planning, sort of brainstorming recently. So there's so much to do. I've mentioned this before, but the goal is to have this city finished by the end of the year. I'm not sure, given the size, that that's possible, but we'll see. You know a person's username. Oh, you can add the skin to a statue and then add him to the world. Yep, that makes sense. No, let's here, so that's not getting. Nope. We have these little pockets in the tree to help with just help it look good, but it does mean that when it comes time to place in the leaves, sometimes we place them in the pockets instead of where they're supposed to go. All right. Here we are. I think each of these large trees use a little over a stack of spruce leaves. And or maybe it's more than a stack. I can't remember. This leaf placing is therapeutic. Yeah, it's relaxing. Just going through. And that should do it. All right. Yeah, we've got a lot of things that we got. Well, not a lot of things, but we got a few things to add in down here to make this courtyard complete. But tree is a big part of the first stage in that. All right, I think that is the last big one that we're going to do. Let's just double check. Do I have? Oh no, this is a big one. All right. Ooh. All right. Stuck the landing. All right. Let's grab our. No, we got the same. We could look at them. Let's look. Oh, it's a little. It's a little over 2.5 stacks, and then 1 stack of birch leaves. All right. Let's do this. We're going to do. Oh. Got a little bit of rain. One thing I'm looking forward to doing once I complete the city is to see how many of each of the different types of blocks I've ended up placing in it. There's going to be quite a few different types of blocks. We're missing a trapdoor there. Huh. Okay. Another stream that we could do is go through and do sort of maintenance on the city of finding where there's trapdoors missing or the shelves missing. There are a couple buildings where we need to light up the interior. You can go by and hear mobs inside of them. Saw an example of that earlier. I did light up a lot of them, but there's a few that apparently I missed some spots. Robin, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. That's amazing. Super nice and welcome. Glad you were able to make it to the stream. We're building trees. Placing in all the leaves. Well, not all the leaves. We got just 2 leaf types, but Lots of leaves. Whoop. Hopefully that's one that we want to be there. It is. What's a gift membership? Gift membership is somebody got memberships and then the memberships get awarded to or given out to 5 random subscribers. Which is just a super nice thing to do to help support the channel and get membership benefits for somebody for a month. Very kind. And one more. Okay, yep. All right. It's always fun looking out over our city rooftops because it's been such a long project that we've been working on. All right. Let's go all the way back over to here. And now we're going to start with our slightly smaller trees. Well, let's do that one off. Nope. Nope. There we go. All right. Now these ones, they're similar, but they are a little bit thinner and a little bit shorter. We have them just so that we don't have everything be the same. Okay. More spruce. Lots of spruce leaves. Now, I did think that I was going to be doing a lot more of the bigger trees, so I collected a lot of spruce leaves. The good news is that with the smaller ones, we don't use quite as much, and that is going to result in a lot of extra leaves for more trees later. Oh wait, no, I wanted to have that one there. Gotta have blocks to place up against. Oh, anyone can build with Lightmatic. Well, that's true. Anyone could. These are all trees I designed myself. I just choose not to redesign them every time I build them. Because there's, let's see. I don't know. Probably have. Yep. I mean, I built that without Lightmatica. I built that without Lightmatica. I built all of these without Lightmatica. Plenty of examples. What was I saying? Anyways, I was saying something. I forgot. That's true. I played on started playing Minecraft on Xbox. Played on Xbox for about 3 years, I think. Then I switched over and I played Bedrock on a PC for about a year. And then after that, I started my channel, and I was going to do it with Bedrock, but I really wanted to be able to have a replay mod, and Bedrock didn't at the time have something equivalent to it. Yeah, yeah. There are advantages. There are things about Bedrock that I really like that I wish Java had. I know that they've been spending a lot of time going through putting in consistent features across both of them. But one of the things that I really like about Bedrock is you can place the blocks. You could click here and it would place a block right there without having to go over to the side. I miss having that feature. Being able to have different colors of water in cauldrons. I miss that. What were some of the other ones? Oh, having purple water in the end. That's also something I miss. Yep. Some fun features. Oh, the other one that I really miss is that when you select a tool, it shows what enchantments that tool has. You don't have to open up your inventory to look at it. And the same for shulker boxes that you could either scroll over or just highlight those, and it would give you an idea of what's in that shulker box without having to open up your inventory. Really useful. I used to think, why would you ever need to name your tools? Because you can just see, once it's selected, what it has. And then I came to Java and I was like, oh, that's why. Because it doesn't do that. So. Doesn't show durability though, which is, oh yeah, that is a downside. Yeah. Gets really risky as it gets low. It's like, oh, getting close. As soon as it has just that little sliver of red, that would be the time I would stop. All right. Another tree down. So this is the fastest way to do that. I think the other thing too, well, another big one for Bedrock is that you're not limited for your render distance to 32. It's based on whatever system that you're using and what it can handle. Oh, no. All right. But yeah, it is interesting having sort of the two different versions of the same game. One of the things makes Minecraft unique. It's also one of the things too is just how attached you get to your worlds. Like, oh. Fun to come back and see them if you're ever away for a long time. Like, oh, this is all my stuff. I missed it. When we have lots of pets, worlds with lots of pets, say hi to all of them. Through here. All right. Let's see. What else do we got going on? One project that I've been thinking about doing, which will be actually, it's going to sound like a lot, but I think could be relatively easy to do, is I want to replace the blocks underneath the water over here. When I built that originally, I hadn't really decided whether I was going to just leave this build in the middle of nowhere or build something up around it. And so under the water, it's just dirt, which is fine if it was just one single building. Since I was late to the, oh, what pets did you have? Mostly I think a horse in my original world, but in other worlds I've had other pets. In this one we've got Stripey, our Nautilus. We've got a horse. We've got our sniffers in the park here. since I was late to the stream, are these trees ones you made earlier on stream or patterns? The trees I've made previously. Oh, these are all trees that I have made previously. So I think it was probably it might have been a year and a half ago, a year ago. I did a video and made a bunch of different types of trees. So I did oak trees, custom oak trees, jungle trees, birch trees, these trees that we're looking at now. Oh, no. Well, well, actually, I can show you all of the ones. I did all of these trees. So they were all... So we did oak tree, acacia, birch, cypress, jungle, oak, pine, and willow trees. And then I did large, medium, small, and then 3 different types of fruit trees. So an apple tree, orange tree, and plum tree. And I did that because I wanted to be able to have custom trees that I could use, but I'm also not great at designing trees. So yeah, that's came up with the design so that I'd be able to have trees ready and available. Now, some of them I've since realized probably need some additional work, some more design work. But these ones that we're building, I was happy with them when I did them, and I'm still happy with them now. I think they're exactly the types of trees that we need. They were designed specifically for this city, so that's the other part of it. The other ones were just for other projects. So, and I've used them in other parts of the world. So the really big oak trees, I used them when I built the road between our city here and my starter base area. Yeah. Yep. And I think what we might end up doing, we might put the fruit trees, so the orange tree, apple tree, and plum tree, I might use those in some areas around the outside of the city. I've got some thoughts about what I might do there. At some point. But yeah, it was just a way to have a bunch of trees ready to go in case I want to use them. And I would probably just use vanilla trees, except that the scale at which we're building here, vanilla trees wouldn't quite work. It would look off. And yeah, so that's why we like I need to have some trees that are going to fit. Now, originally, I had some different trees that I put along the road over there, where you can see those towers peeking through. But they were very blocky, so I had to replace them when I came up with these ones. All right. All right. And the goal too is, you know, the more I build these, start to get it down, I'd probably be getting to a point where I wouldn't need to use this, you know, rely on the schematic so much, and I could just build the trees without them. But I'm not there yet. Even though I build a lot of them, and we're building set 27 of them today. So it's when I did these statues, I wasn't using Lightmatica at the time. So I just had designed it in a creative world, and then I used screenshots to be able to build them. The first pair took, I think it took 2 hours to do the statues, the first pair. The second pair took like 1 hour and 45 minutes. And I got it down to where I could build it in about 1.5 hours. Maybe it was each statue took about 1.5 hours. But with how the blocks get placed, it was... There's slight variations in the blocks placed for each of these statues because they're not based on wasn't based on a schematic. But it was quite the puzzle to do it from a screenshot of what I designed, because all of my builds I designed. But we're getting to the point with this city where some of the earlier builds have been done so long ago that I would do them a little bit differently if I were to do them today. But I think it does add a little bit of history to the project. One of the big examples, I would say, is the road texture. I think the road texture is just, it's a little bit busier than it probably could be. I'd probably do it with fewer blocks. Yeah. I do think this is... I like having all of the trees along here. It's good. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. Finally got around to it today. Our little park here. Sniffer Park is what it is. You can see our beacon beams from the deep slate mine. Been doing a little mining recently. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Close-up view of our houses. I'm reading in chat. You changed jobs. Yeah. So we'll be starting a new job here in the next week or so, which means one that I'll not have as much demand on my time. Be able to have more consistency in when I do videos and when I do streams. We're not going to have to worry about emergency schedule changes in the middle of the week. But it also means that I'll have more time during the week put into videos as well. So more consistency in the release schedule and in the streaming schedule. Which I'm excited about. Oh, we're out of spruce logs. Where are my logs? There they are. Let's get 2 stacks. Yeah, well, they'll be okay. But yeah, I'm. It's been a change that's a long time in getting here. So it's good that it's arrived. But it also means I'll probably be a lot more alert on streams too. There were a few recently I was just a bit tired. So like not quite where I wanted the streams to be. So we're gonna be doing a lot more in our streams or a lot more will be possible. Let's get our rich. Nope. Exactly. Yeah, Gotta stay alive in that world. Still so much to do. We don't want Balloon to be left alone. We got a lot to do in that world with our base. Our base is got some major clearing to do for the ancient city. Make room for the new builds. Through, put in our new, moving along. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Just checking out what we've been doing. Progress is being made slowly. When I went through here and built up all of these houses, I hadn't quite got to where I was adding. Well, actually, what it was is I was trying to get all of the houses built in 100 days. Gave myself a challenge. And then ran out of time to be able to build the trees and and all of the plants that I wanted to put into it. So that's why we are putting in the trees here. A lot of the builds that I've done since, I've actually been making it a point to get the plants and some of the other details added in at the time that I do the rest of the builds. Here we have one more over here. Almost night. The days pass so quickly, and the nights are so short. Now, the one thing with the new drop that I'm going to be sad about, got a lot of great things, but it's got one sort of thing that I'm like, oh, is that they're getting rid of the leaf particles for their spruce leaves, which, considering that all of my trees in this city have spruce leaves, It's a little bit sad. Makes me sad. I'm also thinking, so for the last few drops, I haven't reset any of the chunks in this world. But I think with this next drop that comes, I may reset the chunks that I haven't built anything in. Potentially. We'll see. Oh no. There. I have a little gap. Gaps are all important. New job also an attorney, or is it something completely new? It's completely new. Well, using similar, well, it's not an attorney role, but it's connected. All right. Let's see. How do things look? I think they look good. This is probably not the correct angle to view this from. Down here is the better angle. Yeah. Good. Now, one of the not secrets, things I don't point out. This one right here. It's not quite. It's missing a block right here. So it's a little bit of a short one. All right, let's go get the rest of the trees. We got a whole bunch more to do over here. I think I want to put in some leaves hanging down from here. Add a few more plant growth. We probably should get some hanging roots too, put underneath. Oh, we got a couple of nautilus in here. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. A Minecraft cartel. Yes. That would be funny. go. Alright. Staying focused. I keep looking around. I'm like, ooh, what could we do over there? We could do more over there. That's the on task. Otherwise, we won't finish. There we go. Gonna hire a warden and take them sheep. Yeah. We've had a few close encounters with wardens in various worlds. No, let me double check. Oh, I do have the one with silk touch. So I've got an axe that doesn't have silk touch, which is fine most of the time. But you go to get some leaves, and they disappear. Oh no! Alright, there we go. Just lots of little, very repetitive tasks today. Same thing. Okay, we don't do both of those. Oh, one shulker box down. I was expecting to use about 4 shulker boxes worth of spruce leaves, so we're going to only use 2, which is good. 2 left over. Boom. See, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 more trees. You know, just a little bit. First time joining. Nice. Aw. I'm glad you were able to make it today. We try to keep things calm and peaceful around here. Unless we go visit Ancient City, in which case the it gets a little scary, but we don't go to the ancient city very much. Okay, well now, placing blocks in the wrong spot. A lot of sleeping has been done. Oh no. My bed. We're make it to an ancient city street. Yes. Yeah. We've had over in the hardcore world was the last time, I think the last time we went to an ancient city, and had some close calls, but we all survived, made it out. We were trying to get the what was it? The silence armor trim. So it's quite the experience. Ourselves some leaves placed. And there we go. There we go. Stressful snack. Go with the blink. Yeah. Get fully geared up. Yeah. It's it can get the blood flowing for sure. But now the ancient city has all of the shriekers and well, not all of the sensors, but all of the shriekers have been taken out. So over in the hardcore world, we can go down into the ancient city and walk around without any issue for most of it. I think there might be one or two shriekers that we still need to get, but it's been pretty much cleared out. Weird guy that built my starter home in an ancient city. It's a nice place to build. Once the warden's gone, or is not spawning in. If the wardens are not spawning in, it's a nice place to be. But that's a pretty wild start for a world. Oh, you learn everything and it gets easy. Yeah. Okay. There is something very peaceful about being at the bottom of the world. Provided you're not getting chased by a ward. Yep, exactly. Gotta have fun. Try something new. Oh, no, I can do it. I can, really. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. It is nice to be able to escape all of the other mobs. See. It's funny going back and watching people who play or have videos from older versions where before they changed the light level at which mobs spawn, and just remembering how many torches used to have to be placed down in order to have a safe space from any mobs. So many torches. Oh, did it again. Up to that one. Just going along here. Almost done. 2 more for this section. Oh Ocean monuments are a pain to set up as farms. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Dark Prismarine is one of my favorite blocks. Yeah. Dealing with the Ocean Monument and Guardians. Deadly. Guardians are deadly. Gotta be careful around them. I mean, I guess, yeah. We've got a little bit of Dark Prismarine. I was actually just at the Guardian farm earlier today. Needed to get some Dark Prismarine. Almost to 950 days. Getting closer. Yeah. Yeah. Ocean monuments are scary, but yeah, good XP farms. This one. Oh. Nope. Yeah. Invisibility. Whole time. Oh, nice. That's smart. Invisibility potions to the rescue. Oh, I did. We had those all the way out here. Go. Second to last tree in this section. Now, my plan for this little area here is I want to add in a lot more. We're going to put in some hedges along the road here. Some flowers, some grass. Make it just like a little park area. But trees are the first part. Step 1. Can I watch the Ancient City stream on YouTube, or does it disappear after the stream ends? It should be up. I'm trying to remember because about 2 or 3 months ago, I switched from having the VODs on my main channel and put them onto a second channel. So But I think that the Ancient City stream should be on the main channel. You could check out the hardcore playlist, hardcore world playlist. It's probably there. And then if it's not there, you could also check out the second channel, which has all of the streams. So for example, so now for streams, what will happen is about 2 hours after the stream, well, they'll not appear but you can also still access them if you have the link. So if you have Discord and you're on the Discord server, you can follow the links there to be able to see it from the main channel, or you can go to the second channel and find them there. But the advantage of following the link is, I think if you go to the, even if it's not listed, you should still be able to see it. Oh, good. Nice. You're welcome. Running out of birch leaves. You don't use a lot of birch leaves, but a few of them. 3 weeks ago? If it was 3 weeks ago, that's probably when we were building in the ancient city. Right out of it. Oh, good. Let's let me think. I think when did we go do get the silence armor trims? That might have been more than 3 weeks ago. That would have been probably about 2 months ago. Okay. All right. We got all of the trees here. Got so much more that needs to go into that spot. But yeah, 2 months ago, that sounds about right. Because for that one, well, I don't want to spoil it, but the search for the silence armor trim, that was about 2 months ago. It may be a little bit tricky because we're building in the ancient city, so there's going to be a few streams that take place in the ancient city, but yeah. I hear an Enderman. I think an Enderman has moved into this house. I mean, it's good that we have residents, but could they be less temperamental? Oh, thank you so much, Josh. Yep, we got a little Saturday afternoon stream going here. Working on our city. Oh, I don't need more than that. Yep, no, it's FoxFoil VOD. Yep, that's the one. Let me think. Let me see. Maybe I can check the name. Oh, I probably won't be able to find it quickly. We could see here. We're checking. Stream. It might have been. Let's see. It was before the bees. Pillars and waterfalls. It would have been June 1st. So beginning of June. Yeah, that was the... Is your world up to current version or did you stay back in 1.21? It is up to the current version. Yep. I think, oh, I could do also the name. The name of the stream was Raiding Ancient Cities and Hardcore Minecraft. That was the name. So yeah. For the world, it's all the current version. I usually upgrade to the current version after about well, as soon as sort of some of the mods that I use become updated. So it usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks. Let's go to there. All right. I think this is the last tree. Finally made it. Thinking, maybe. That Enderman. I don't know if you can hear him, but the right stream is found. Oh, great! Nice. There we go. We're getting there. Making our way through. Oh no. Wrong block. Not that it really makes that huge of a difference. Now that one is one that does make a difference. Gotta have... Oh. fence showing there. All right. There and there. Perfect. I think that's the last tree. 27 trees. Add it all in. It does help balance out this street a little bit more. We've got our... The regular flash channel is, can I find an ancient city from 6 months ago? That may be when you found the one for your base. Oh, yep. Yeah, that would be the one. Yeah, that's the one that we found the one for the base in. And that would be on the main channel, because that was before I started putting it on the second channel. All right. Well, we got our trees built, which is good. 27 trees added in all through here, and then around on the other side and here. This half of the city is looking not too bad. Kind of walk down our street that we customized a little bit last time. Make sure we still like our additions. I think still good. Still good. Ooh, we may need to put a block under there. Oh, still got our shulker boxes over here. Clean up. Gotta clean up. All right. So we were gonna take a look at the lake before we finish the stream. Things are looking a little empty over here. A lot more to fill in. Yeah, we've got so much work to do with this lake. Oh. But we're slowly filling in the deeper areas. The deeper pockets are getting filled in. This needs to get done. There's the big one over there. And then that grouping. We've got a few little ones here too. But it's pretty good. I like being able to look at it from over here. Eventually this water is all going, we're going to cover this up. So we'll probably have the ground from over here. It's going to drop down to that level. I haven't decided whether I'll keep this stone. We put this stone in on a stream, but it made a lot more sense to have it when the lake was going to come up to here. But since I pushed it out, so we've got this wall now that's going to be there. I don't know if we'll keep the rocks here. I might go through and sort of do some moss and bone meal moss through here. Maybe, so there'll still be some stone work, but most of it will get converted over to moss. Aw, thanks. Yeah, it's looking good. It does look a lot better when you can't see the bottom of the lake. But the lake's a little shallow. Yeah. And then a little preview for the current project. You can see I've got all of the roads, these roads added in. We've got a bunch of new roads happening. Which is good. And then we filled in this area. Used to have more of a lake here, but we're going instead of having it drop down, we're going to go up. Yeah, little preview for the next project. Yeah, a few less beacons. We do have these two beacons right here currently because I'm mining some deep slate. in the process of collecting deep slate for the next project. But we do have our roads now. So we've got roads that go all the way around. So the roads over here can now connect up with what we've got over here. Progress is being made. The next road that needs to get built is the one that's going to run from this fountain here. Because we built this was one of the original roads right here, and I never extended the road all the way across to the cactus farm. That was always something I was going to do. I need to get that done. But we now have, yeah, these are new. We now got these trees here. That's a good feel. Or no, these trees have always been there. What am I talking about? These are the new ones right here. Now, let me see. If we have some mangrove leaves, we might add those in real quick. Crash. I just don't know if I've got any. Let's see. No. Wait. This. Yeah. Oh, I do have some. Spruce leaves. Go. Make room here. Probably don't need this many, but these will be good to add in. Some extra little bit of a bonus addition. Okay, so I think oh, we gotta still get that. Okay. Going to put these through here. Like that. That one. Go. That's good. We have, I think we, yeah, we go through here. It does look a little bit better. Having some green borders. And I like the mangrove leaves for this. That's not good. Oh, interesting. This should probably be a stone block. All right, that's good. Yeah, that's much better. And then this is going to be good too, because then it gives us just a little bit more of a border to our road. Something about the flat surface that just doesn't quite work. Let's actually get... Why am I hearing zombies? Are they in here? Nope. That's lit up. In here? No, that's lit up too. It must be underground. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Looking a little bit closer to what was intended, we're going to also do it along here. That's good. This side. Well, that does seem a little bit, well, maybe not. That's fine. Just thinking that little corner being the only part that's exposed may make it a little difficult to get into the house, but it's not like it's a house we're going to use a lot. And then this one does need, I can't remember if I wanted to have something go through here. We may leave that open so you can walk this way. There we go. And this side too. Okay. That side's done. We just gotta go down this side of the road. I wonder if this Enderman is stuck. Nope, just hanging out. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll leave him to it. Oh, we still got that tree loaded in. We don't need the tree loaded in anymore. There we are, and there we go. Got that connected up. We should probably do it along this. Oh, wait. I think we did this stream. Let's go ahead and replace that. Don't want the oak leaves there. Ah, no, this is a doorway. We gotta leave that open. Okay. That's got that tied in together. That's good. Should we get the bone meal? I think we'll save that for another day. But now it's looking just a little more complete here. What we're gonna do is leave a gap here, and we're going to go over, leave a gap here. So this is going to be sort of just a little park area, and we'll have a path wrap around right about through here. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, we gotta do some work with this cliff. This cliff is a little unfinished at the moment, so more to add in. But oh, we've got dolphins now. Looks like we lost the Nautilus. All right. I think that is about where we're going to leave it for today. Did that area use... wait, which one? There wasn't a savanna... The savanna biome, there's one area that used to... Well, it's still the savanna biome. But it's this one right here. It's just a little tiny sliver of a biome. But that's why, yeah, that's why I used, when I did these trees, I used the birch and spruce leaves because they're not impacted by it. I may need to go through. I don't know if I'll go through and switch out the grass for moss. Potentially. That would make it very green. Could blend into our hedge there. But you only really see it from above. Down at this level, the hedge covers it up pretty. I shouldn't say it does a very good job because you can see it through there. Might need to do some moss. And we probably need, yeah, I should do moss through here. That'll be something I need to think about. And then it's just this little patch over here, which makes my trees look very sad. So, moss actually is probably good. Something to future projects. There are lots of future projects. You know what we need to do? Before we stop, we're gonna get one thing. Got one more thing to fix. This is going to be an easy fix. Actually, we got two things we're gonna fix that we just saw. We're gonna get one of these. We're going to get what? Oh, it's here. One of these. And then two of these. Okay. Now we're gonna get fix some things up here. Sleep first. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Maybe not? Okay. Ah, thanks. Yeah. That storage room was designed by Raiseworks. But it's very, very compact. Well, this the interior storage room with the copper columns. Oh yeah. Yep, can't forget the trapdoor. Here we go. Right over here. And fixed. Okay. So much better. Now we can sleep tonight knowing the missing parts have been replaced. Yeah. But yeah, the copper golem storage sorting system was designed by Raiseworks. Of course, the exterior was designed by me, but we'll end up over here. The big build. And our cactus farm, of course. I need to go through and get the cactus farm set up so that we can get the cactus smelted and green dye sitting over here. What we should check is Oh, we got so much bone meal. All right. I need to go through there and get that bone meal out. All right. But yeah, now for sure, for real, we're actually going to wrap it up there. But thank you everybody for stopping by the stream. It was a lot of fun. I got 27 trees built, which is a lot of trees. And something that I've been waiting to build those trees for a while, so I'm glad we're able to get those done. So this week is the final week of the old job and before I start the new one. So we're going to it's going to be a little bit of a compressed schedule this week, but starting the week after, the week of, what would it be? The 20th, 21st, 22nd. That'll be the week that we'll have the new streaming schedule, which will be basically the old streaming schedule plus a stream on Fridays. But yeah, keep an eye out in all the usual places. I'll announce the next stream. And until then, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Sunburn Relic, Sully, Josh. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting others. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate all the comments. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time. And until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend.